What's up, Honesty Podcast audience? This is Pat Voss. This is vlog number 9. 9 days in a row. It'll be every single day, 7 days a week. I will be here talking about the latest and greatest, whether it be for social media communications, voiceover work, sports and entertainment, anything new in the news. I'm on top of it. So guys, there is one thing I wanted to talk about today's nice little rant for vlog episode number 9. Is the CFP, the college football playoff. It's really pissing me off, to be honest. I don't understand why a team... Now, I understand why Washington got in. Why does Clemson deserve to get in? Why does maybe possibly even Ohio State deserve to get in? Western Michigan, other than Alabama, is the only other undefeated team in the top 25 teams. To me, Western Michigan completely deserves to get into the Final Four. It should be Alabama, they're undefeated. Western Michigan, number 2, they're undefeated. Then if you want Clemson in, great, and Ohio State is number 4. Awesome. But that's it. There's your top 4, and that's a hell of a top 4 because you have 2 undefeateds and I believe 2 one-loss teams. So go figure it out, guys. Go figure it out, crowd. How come NCAA football can't get that correct? Can't get it correct because they're biased and they have... Like a lot of people think that the NCAA committees have almost like a political bias. Well, they do. They have what is in their best interest to promote for these semifinals and the finals matches. That's in their best interest. So putting Washington in the top 4 probably was a stretch for them, to be honest with you. They were probably thinking, well, we want Michigan or we want Wisconsin or Penn State or someone else. We don't want Washington, but they had to put them in because they played a hell of a season. Western Michigan obviously should have been in, but they're not in. And the same thing goes with certain years for the NCAA men's basketball tournament, where you'll have a number 1 seed, but then you'll have a number 2 or a 3 or a 4 seed that probably deserve to be number 1. Yeah, they go by more of like an undefeated record, but they still have flaws. All NCAA, if you don't pay the players, guaranteed that's the reason why they get to choose as an NCAA committee. That's why they get to choose who is the top 4 teams and who are the next 4 moving on, because they want to promote these CFP standings as much as possible. Me, on the other hand, who I consider myself a realist. Me, on the other hand, I really think that you go by record. You don't go by strength of schedule. You know why? Because the NCAA, unlike myself, is afraid to put a team in who could possibly win it. Just like in UFC, and a lot of UFC fans out there will know this, just like in the UFC, what do? They have a guy who may not have had some great fights. He comes in and he gets a title fight, and he knocks out the champion and takes the belt. That happens sometimes. That happens, and then the underdog ends up winning the fight. It just happens. It's just mere coincidence. But with that pure luck on that underdog side, that's the reason why they don't want to let anybody other than Washington in as an underdog for the top 4. Because you have Clemson, who you expect to be there. You have Ohio State, who you expect to be there. You have Alabama, who you expect to be there. But now who's the 4th seed? And that's what they had to decide. I think they were trying to see how not to embarrass themselves the most. Another thing, don't forget, and this should be in the beginning of every video, I will point over, not with this video, but I will have other video links. I will have a GoFundMe account link, I believe, down in the description. But you can like the podcast and the show. You can share. You can subscribe. Definitely hit the subscribe button. But most of all, view the video. I really appreciate the views. I really appreciate the community feel that I get when you have hundreds of people possibly viewing your videos. Then they have comments that they leave, and I respond to any and all comments on here, either on the show or in the comment box. Definitely don't be afraid. Leave me a comment. DM me at Honesty Podcast on Twitter, Honesty Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, PatVoss12 on Snapchat, and of course, honestypodcast.weebly.com. I will be fixing up the site a little bit, hopefully this week. to get it to where it needs to be, where there's just a link. There's the intro YouTube video and a link to the rest of my videos. And basically just for the YouTube playlist for Honesty Podcast. And if you don't mind, go ahead and check out, I have another playlist down here called Sports Stories. It's a whole bunch of voiceover stuff, me celebrating the 7th game of the World Series, just a few different things. And also there's a playlist called Dance Sessions, and the playlist called Dance Sessions is dancing that I did actually back in 2010. I am going to be updating that with different dance choreographed pieces and putting that in there. So not only can you get voiceover work, sports and entertainment, you can get dance. It's all here. It's all here for you guys. I do it for free. I don't charge to do it. Yes, I do have the YouTube account, which is basically where there's the friendly payments are allowed. That's fine. I set it all up so if it happens, it happens. I'd love to see this video though, or the few of these videos get to 1,000 views. I'd love to get to 1,000 views or 1,000 likes. And I can't wait to see you guys later. This was number 9. Number 10 is tomorrow, Monday. By the way, if anybody has seen Raw and SmackDown and is a WWE fan, I will be talking about that tomorrow. It will be a pre-Raw preview. Of course, you do have Royal Rumble coming up in January, and in April is going to be WrestleMania. So a few things there, but also things about how technology has revolutionized podcasting. That's going to be on the next rant, but definitely stay tuned on Periscope and here on YouTube every Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm on Periscope. Directly after that, I will do a vlog and a YouTube episode of the same episode. So keep it locked right here. Definitely like and subscribe at honestypodcast.com. I'll see you guys later.